Okay, hello. My name is Ryan Shaka. I'm a medical student at St. Luke's, Lewis Katz School of Medicine, Temple University. Today we're going to be going through brain extraction from CT images in Slicer3D for NIfTI files. This is largely going to serve as a self-reference, as I find that I lose track of some of the steps that I go through on a daily basis and need something to log down what steps I take. But if anyone else happens to find this useful, I figured I would create a tutorial as well. And this will largely be based off of the work of Andras Lasso on this GitHub page. He kind of gives a comprehensive summary as to the steps included. Here's his LinkedIn. He is at Queen's University, Associate Director of Percutaneous Surgery, and there is his GitHub page. Okay, so this is what the final product should look like. There's a little bit more skull in here than we may like, but that's something that could always be corrected. It's kind of an example. So let's load up our first NIfTI file. So excuse me while I pull up this file. And we're just going to go into this and add. Okay, there we go. Let me open up data. We can see our two. And this was the previous, so I'm just going to delete that so we have a fresh slate. So here is the completely unprocessed NIfTI file. So what we're going to want to do first is set a threshold. So if you enter into segment editor and create a segment here, you can click on this little tab right there to set a threshold. And we're going to want to select, so this green highlighted area is the segment of interest. So we're going to want to select only the bone. So I prefer to drag from the bottom up. Bone has the highest intensity. And once you kind of come to a region where none of it is bleeding into the brain, you're pretty much good to go. And that looks just about good enough for me. So we will go with that and just select apply. And there we go. We have our skull selected. Not too complicated. And next we're going to want to click on islands. Right, so right over here. And for this, we're going just to want to keep the largest island. It's just going to remove noise in the image. So I don't really mess with any of the settings here. Just pretty much click apply. And there we go. We are removing any noise that would be in the image. And then for the next step, you're going to want to click this button right there, wrap solidify. And we are going to be trying to obtain the largest cavity, in other words, the brain, from this image. So we will, in region under here, select largest cavity, enable split cavities, and he uses a reference size of about 29 millimeters. So we will go with that and click apply, and that should take a little bit to load. Rendering the skull, and then give us our intended brain image. Alrighty, there is a render of our brain. And next we're going to want to remove all of the background noise. So the next step will be to select mask volume. And for fill value, we'll set it to about -1000. And this should correspond to about the level of air on CT. And there we can see, now we have just the region of interest, our brain. So from this point, we're just about done. Not terribly complicated. If we want to get a clearer view, we can go back into data, and so this will show us our region of interest. And from here, seem to have lost. Oh yes, we need to create a. We've already created the output volume, so this is the output volume that we want. So this is our extracted brain, and now obviously it looks not ideal. So if we go into volumes, and then just to adjust the window to brain, you can click on CT of brain, and it should adjust properly. However, this does not seem to be taking too well, because we have to switch it to masked to apply it, and then there we go. Here is our extracted brain. And one more area that was a little bit confusing at first is actually exporting this. So the goal for export is going to actually be in the NRDD file format. So if we see 2018-6 CT1 masked, I've tried using the NIfTI file and I haven't obtained good results. So this is what I have been using. So we will just save that, make sure it's in a location. I'll just save it to my desktop that we're happy with. Save that. And now we can load up our image just to make sure everything worked okay. And one thing you will notice is that the window will be off. And this isn't really a huge problem. So all this threshold is doing is selecting our region of interest for the image. So this is the signal that we're receiving from the image. And then when we select that region of interest, it's just narrowing that window. So all of the data will still be there in the exported NRD file. I will attach a converter online if you need to convert this back to NIfTI, but that is all of the steps. Thank you for watching.